you, Mr. Mayor. We ask you, the elected representatives of the Royal Borough of Windsor and Maidenhead, we ask you to reject the borough local plan this evening because, mainly, it includes the biggest jewel in Maidenhead's crown, and that is the golf course. I wonder how many of you here have ever visited the golf course. Because if you have visited the golf course, you know that you can't possibly vote to destroy it. The advantages of keeping this space green were outlined in our last petition. The rationale for not developing it has only become stronger in the intervening period. And many voices, many of them here tonight, have been telling you about this time and time again. A year ago, I'm afraid to say that all of the Conservative councillors present at that extraordinary council meeting voted against keeping it as green space. So, Andrew Johnson, David Coppinger, Ross McWilliams, Phil Haisler, Donna Stimpson, Maureen Hunt, Greg Jones, Chris Tugowski, Leo Walters, Gurpreet Bangra, Stuart Carroll, Jerry Clark, Sayonara Luxton, Gary Muir, Julian Sharp, Shamsul Shalim, John Story, Christine Bateson, John Bowden, David Cannon, David Hilton. Will this be a repeat performance? I can only assume that you've all been charged by your political leaders to vote to adopt this borough local plan.
More corruption!
But I'd like to remind you, and everyone here, that no matter what your political persuasion, tonight you are the representatives of the residents of this borough. Let me tell you, Maidenhead says no. We say no to the wanton destruction of our green thumb. Excuse me. We say no to the execution of the wildlife that will become roadkill. We say no to the further annihilation of our biodiversity, and we say no to the disruption, the noise, the horror that will be the situation for many years if this current plan is adopted. We say no to the planned flats and apartment blocks that are so dense they will make a prison block look like Charles Lego. We say no to the increased pollution and the further deterioration of our air quality. And we say no to the additional traffic that adding this amount of development will inevitably bring. This land was purchased by the council in 1953 to protect this open space for the people of Maidenhead. This council has no right, no mandate from us, the residents, to do anything else. Others here tonight have already spoken about all the other areas of this plan that are simply not fit for purpose. This development is only sustainable to the developers' wallets and not to the environment. They've pointed out all the flaws in the plan and how due process has not been followed by this administration. This is probably the most important decision that you will make for our community in your time as a councillor. It's about what we leave for future generations, and it is much bigger than any single issue. Looking at the budget papers for Thursday's Cabinet meeting, we can see that this decision is going to impact us and our environment for over 15 years. And so I appeal to your integrity. Are you less than Mayor Stutchbury, who saved this land all those years ago? What will your legacy be? How will you be remembered in 60 years' time? For yet another unimaginative, barren housing estate, or for the Maidenhead Great Park that allows our environment and thus our community to survive and to thrive? I know that this plan has been a long time in the making, but times have changed and so must this plan. Please, please do not vote to adopt the borough local plan this evening.
Thank you very much, Gina.